What approach do you take when it comes to risk management? How is that woven into what you guys do at Freddie Mac?
Yeah, so it's interesting because you say the how and the why. And so I think what having that broad-based experience is that I can understand, and what I try to bring to the conversations is, number one, I always like to explain to any stakeholders, any mortgage professionals that I'm working with, the why. Like, not just say what it is that you have to do and how you have to do it, but why. Why is it important? Ultimately, we still might not agree that it's the right thing to do, but at least we agree on the why, and that there's some level of understanding there. And I find that that's really beneficial. I found that during the financial crisis, I found it during the pandemic, to really be able to explain to anybody that, clients that we're working with, all of the different stakeholders, why we need to think about it this way, give them some of the background. And then I think it's also important, I really try to think about, okay, I remember what it was like to be in some of these other roles. So what are the things that either they're thinking about, or what's really important to us as Freddie Mac is really to engage with all of our clients and to be asking them, I was in those roles a number of years ago. Life has changed. We know how dynamic this industry is. So I think probably all I bring at this point is an appreciation that I need to ask what the impact is going to be, and what's critically important when we're thinking about risk management at Freddie Mac. I can come up with the most brilliant, or my team can come up with the most brilliant ideas as far as how we manage risk. But if no one can operationalize it successfully, if it doesn't make sense, if loan officers aren't actually going to execute on that, or processors or underwriters, it's not worth the paper that we're going to write on it, or of how we're going to send it out. So having that engagement with clients to understand, okay, this is what the risk is that we're trying to manage, this is how we're thinking about might be the best approach. Can you actually operationalize this? Or hey, do you have a different idea, knowing what we're trying to address and what the concern is? Because and many times, like, we'll come up with, that synergy of understanding things more holistically, that you can come up with an even better understanding or approach or pivot in some way.